Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of global energy as we count down the top 10 countries with the most oil reserves. Oil isn't just fuel for your car, it's the backbone of the global economy, powering industries, shaping geopolitics, and influencing international relations. But where exactly is this valuable resource most abundant? The answers might surprise you. Some of these nations have built entire economies around their oil wealth, while others are just beginning to tap into their vast underground potential. In this video, we'll take a closer look at the countries sitting on the world's largest proven oil reserves, exploring not just the numbers, but the impact of oil on their development, global influence, and future prospects. From the deserts of the Middle East to the jungles of South America, get ready for a data-packed journey through energy superpowers that are literally sitting on gold in liquid form. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more, and let's jump right into the countdown. 10. Libya. Rounding out the top 10 is Libya, with approximately 48 billion barrels of proven oil reserves. Despite its relatively small population, Libya boasts the largest oil reserves in Africa. Most of these reserves are located in the Sirte Basin, and the country's crude is prized for its high quality and low sulfur content, making it attractive to international markets. Libya's oil production has been highly erratic due to ongoing political instability and civil conflict following the fall of Muammar Gaddafi in 2011. Militia groups, rival governments, and disrupted infrastructure have all contributed to frequent halts in oil output, severely impacting the country's economy. Nonetheless, when stable, Libya is capable of producing over 1 million barrels per day. The National Oil Corporation, NECO, continues to lead efforts to restore production and attract foreign investment, seeing oil as the key to Libya's future economic recovery. With peace and reform, Libya's oil potential remains vast and largely underutilized. 9. United States. The United States ranks ninth with around 68 billion barrels of proven oil reserves. Unlike many other countries on this list, the U.S. has seen rapid changes in its oil landscape thanks to the shale revolution. Key oil-producing regions include the Permian Basin in Texas and New Mexico, the Bakken Formation in North Dakota, and the Eagle Ford Shale in Texas. The U.S. is unique in that it is both a major oil producer and consumer. Technological innovations in hydraulic fracking, and horizontal drilling have unlocked vast new reserves of tight oil, dramatically boosting domestic production and reducing reliance on imports. In fact, the U.S. became a net exporter of oil and petroleum products in recent years. However, the environmental impact of fracking, along with volatile oil prices and regulatory shifts under different administrations, have made the future of U.S. oil production a subject of ongoing debate. Still, with resilient infrastructure and private sector innovation, the U.S. remains a powerful force in the global energy market. 8. Russia. Russia holds approximately 80 billion barrels of proven oil reserves, making it one of the largest energy producers globally. The majority of Russia's oil reserves are located in western Siberia, with other significant fields in eastern Siberia and the Arctic. Russia's energy sector is dominated by state-controlled companies like Rosneft and Gazprom Neft, which play a critical role in both domestic energy policy and global oil supply chains. Russia's oil industry is highly developed and technologically advanced, enabling it to extract oil from both conventional and unconventional sources. However, its oil sector has faced increasing challenges due to Western sanctions and geopolitical tensions stemming from its foreign policy and conflicts like the invasion of Ukraine. These sanctions have limited Russia's access to certain Western technologies and investment capital. Despite these obstacles, Russia continues to be a dominant oil exporter, particularly to markets in Asia such as China and India. The country is also shifting its energy partnerships toward the east and investing heavily in pipeline infrastructure like the Eastern Siberia-Asopian Ocean Pipe. This strategic pivot is intended to maintain its influence on global energy markets even amid political isolation from the West. 7. United Arab Emirates, UAE. Coming in at number 7 is the United Arab Emirates, with approximately 98 billion barrels of proven oil reserves. Most of these reserves are concentrated in Abu Dhabi, the wealthiest of the UAE's 7 emirates. The country's oil industry is managed by the Abu Dhabi National Oil Company, ADOC, one of the largest oil companies in the world. Despite being a relatively young nation, the UAE has quickly established itself as a major energy powerhouse thanks to smart investments, infrastructure development, and strategic partnerships with international oil firms. The UAE's oil reserves are considered some of the highest quality crude in the world, known for being light and sweet, which means it's easier and cheaper to refine. This gives the country a competitive edge in global energy markets. Additionally, the UAE has invested heavily in advanced extraction technologies, including enhanced oil recovery (EOR), to maximize output from existing fields while exploring new ones. With low production costs and strong global demand, the UAE remains a top-tier oil exporter, especially to Asia and Europe. What truly sets the UAE apart is its forward-thinking vision for the post-oil future. While oil remains a cornerstone of its economy, the UAE is actively diversifying into sectors like renewable energy, finance, tourism, and technology. Mega projects like Masdar City and clean energy investments through ADNOC and the Dubai Clean Energy Strategy reflect this dual approach, leveraging oil wealth today while preparing for a sustainable tomorrow. This makes the UAE not just an oil giant, but a leader in shaping the energy transition. 6. Kuwait. Kuwait holds approximately 101 billion barrels of proven oil reserves, primarily located in the Burgan field, one of the largest conventional oil fields in the world. The country's oil industry is managed by the Kuwait Petroleum Corporation. Kuwait's oil reserves are characterized by their high quality and relatively easy extraction process. This has allowed the country to maintain a stable and efficient oil production system. Oil exports are a significant source of revenue for Kuwait, contributing to its high standard of living and enabling substantial investments in infrastructure and social services. The country continues to leverage its oil wealth to maintain its position in the global energy market. 5. Iraq. Iraq ranks 5th with approximately 145 billion barrels of proven oil reserves, primarily located in the southern and northern regions of the country. The Rumail field in the south is one of the largest oil fields in the world. Following the Iraq War, the country faced significant challenges in rebuilding its oil infrastructure. However, in recent years, Iraq has made strides in increasing oil production and attracting international investment. Despite these advancements, Iraq's oil industry continues to face challenges, including political instability and security concerns. Nevertheless, oil remains a cornerstone of Iraq's economy, and the country continues to work towards maximizing its oil production capabilities. 4. Iran. Iran possesses over 155 billion barrels of proven oil reserves, making it one of the top 5 countries globally. The majority of Iran's oil fields are located in the southwestern region, particularly in Khuzestan province. These fields are primarily composed of light and medium crude oil. Despite its vast reserves, Iran's oil industry has been constrained by international sanctions, limiting its ability to fully develop and export its oil resources. These sanctions have impacted the country's oil production and revenue generation. In recent years, there have been efforts within Iran to revitalize the oil sector, including attracting foreign investment and modernizing infrastructure. However, the full potential of Iran's oil reserves remains largely untapped due to ongoing geopolitical challenges. 3. Canada. Taking the third spot on our list is Canada, with an estimated 170 billion barrels of proven oil reserves. The vast majority of these reserves, over 96%, are located in the oil sands of Alberta, making Canada home to one of the largest unconventional oil resources in the world. Unlike traditional crude, oil sands consist of bitumen, a thick and heavy form of petroleum that requires more complex methods to extract and process. This has made Canada both a technological leader and a point of global focus when it comes to environmentally sensitive oil production. Extraction from oil sands is achieved through two primary methods: surface mining and in-situ techniques like steam-assisted gravity drainage, SAGD. While these methods allow access to deep reserves, they also come with higher costs and greater environmental impact compared to conventional drilling. Canada's oil sector has therefore become the center of debates about climate policy, emissions reduction, and sustainable development, especially as global markets shift toward greener alternatives. Despite these challenges, Canada remains a critical player in global energy. It is the fourth largest oil producer in the world and the largest foreign supplier of crude to the United States. The Canadian government and private sector are investing in cleaner technologies and carbon capture to make oil sands production more sustainable. With political stability, transparent regulations, and vast reserves, Canada is well-positioned to remain an energy powerhouse for years to come, even as it grapples with the transition to a low-carbon future. 2. Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia holds the second-largest oil reserves globally, estimated at over 267 billion barrels. As the leading member of the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC, Saudi Arabia plays a pivotal role in global oil production and pricing. The country's oil industry is dominated by Saudi Aramco, the world's most valuable company. The majority of Saudi Arabia's oil reserves are located in the eastern province, particularly in the Ghawar field, the largest conventional oil field in the world. These fields are characterized by their high-quality crude oil, which is relatively easy and cost-effective to extract. Saudi Arabia's oil wealth has been instrumental in its economic development, enabling significant investments in infrastructure, education, and healthcare. The country continues to leverage its oil reserves to maintain its status as a leading energy exporter and to influence global energy markets. 1. Venezuela. Topping the list is Venezuela, with over 303 billion barrels of proven oil reserves, accounting for approximately 18% of the world's total. Despite its vast resources, Venezuela's oil industry has faced challenges due to political instability and economic sanctions. These factors have hindered the country's ability to thrive. These nations don't just sit on massive oil fields, they also play pivotal roles in shaping the global economy and geopolitical dynamics. Whether it's through technological innovation, state control, or foreign policy maneuvers, the way each country manages its oil wealth has far-reaching consequences. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a deep dive like this. Let us know in the comments, which country's energy future do you think is the most promising? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.